I'm down here with Coach Kelly Beeby. Coach, another just lights out, shutout game. Walk us through the preparation of today.
Well, Coach Carter and Coach Terry are outstanding football coaches. They're just getting here together and getting started here. They've got a young ball club. That quarterback's a sophomore, and we'll see him the next 2 years. Got a lot of respect for them and what they do. We've got a veteran ball club, and I think it kind of looked that way tonight. Was the biggest difference. I mean, schematically, they presented lots of problems in their quick pass game. Fortunate we were able to, make them one-dimensional, took the run game away from them, forced them to throw. And then our guys up front, kind of got after them. I don't know what we came up turnover-wise. I know we had a couple picks and six total. So we were opportunistic in that regard. I thought the offensive line blew holes and we run the ball effectively. Calvert had a couple of good shots. The one that dove over here was real big in the flow of the game early. All in all, we covered kicks really well. I think we had a touchback, maybe two, and then made all of our extra. We missed one extra point and made that field goal before half, which could pay benefits down the line.
So talk about on the defensive side. Obviously, your front line is just lights out. They're getting double teamed and still pushing back in the backfield. But tonight Eli Maroney got player up on the defense, and really he could have got player of the game all year. Just talk to us about Eli Maroney, how important he is on that line.
Well, Eli, he's one of the strongest kids we have in the weight room, and he's dedicated, to football, the study of it, and then building his body for it, conditioning for it, and he's the nicest kid you'd ever be around until he puts a helmet on and they snap the ball. And he's been a very violent player, his whole career, but now that he's got the body and the frame and the strength to go along with it, he's a handful, and he's got a high motor, and I think sometimes we feed off of his energy.
And on the other side of the ball, Jalen Harper had player of the game on the offensive side. Obviously, play of the game. He was involved. That nice pass here on the end. Just talk to us about how important he's been. I mean, he's 10 touchdowns already this year, and more to come, I'm sure.
Yeah, we always joke at Harp, about it'll be Friday night soon. They'll turn the lights on, because whenever they do turn the lights on, he's got a different, different gear, different level, and he's kind of getting back to form. A little bit as far as being able to put a foot on the ground and get vertical. The shot play we threw out of the backfield was a nice play, but him putting a foot in the ground on our heavy formation and getting vertical was what I like to see out of him. But he's very dynamic for us. He's a great receiver, and he was a receiver before he's a tailback, and we're sure glad we have him.
All right, so next week we've got Tuttle homecoming, big game. Homecoming's always just a festive time in Guthrie, but obviously Tuttle's going to bring it. They're a much better team than we've seen so far. Tell us what we can expect next week and what we're going to do to them.
Well, Tuttle's going to be a lot like Guthrie. They're going to run the football, and they're going to stop the run. They're going to tackle well. They're going to try not to, they're going to do things to beat themselves. Coach Ballard and his staff have a championship level ball club down there. They lost to Wagner 10-7, to go to the finals last year, and Wagner went ahead and won it. So, they'll be very, very good on defense. They'll be very sound. They'll tackle really well. They've got a great tailback. Will be a junior kid named McAdoo. I think they're starting a sophomore quarterback, but he has a senior. I don't know which one they'll play. Haven't heard. I figured they were handling Noble tonight. Pretty well. Big. So last year that was the #1 game in the state when they came in, and got a good chance to be this year.
All right, last one for me. We traveled a couple hours away, had a nice little crowd. The band came. Just talk again about these Guthrie fans and how important they are to this team.
The kids feed off of it. The kids get the energy. They love the band. The cheer. The whole thing. I talk about it all the time. The whole experience that we try to give these young men. Whether it's Friday, Monday, or Tuesday, depending on their level, is just second to none. Love our fans, love our band director. Coach Blackburn, he travels really well, brings those kids, and they have a good time. So it's a great place to be.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thanks for your time. Another great game. Good luck next week. All right, will do. Guys, back to you.
All right, Shawn, appreciate that. Down on the field, Blue Jays win it. Final score over the Duncan Demons, 65-0.